Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Carter Walton, Lawrence Street Victor, is so close to a happily ever after with Hope Logan, Annika Noel. After years of failed relationships and being the official B&B bachelor, it seemed like things were finally looking up for unlucky in love Carter. But he might not be saying I do with Hope after all. Here's what's happening next week on B&B, spoilers down below. Carter Walton has been nothing but supportive of Hope and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, co-parenting their daughter Beth. But it's easy to keep the peace when you think the other man in Hope's life is going to die any day. It's obvious that Hope still loves Liam, but Carter doesn't seem to mind because he thinks Liam is living on borrowed time. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Hope will be distraught when she learns Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, shot her baby daddy and will race to the hospital to be at his bedside. So far, no one from the CBS soap has confirmed that Liam Spencer is dying and leaving B&B for good. As a matter of fact, new rumors hint he may end up in a wheelchair and need his ex-wife's help. If Liam survives the shooting and beats his cancer, Carter Walton should be very concerned. According to B&B spoilers, while Liam is fighting for his life, Carter will realize that Hope is still very much in love with him. As if things couldn't get any worse, the engaged couple, Carter's former flame Daphne, will be back in town just in time to shower him with attention, while his fiancée Hope neglects him and coddles Liam. Is Carter starting to realize that his future wife is still in love with his ex-husband? Is this the end of Hope Logan's engagement? Let us know what you think down below in the comments, and keep checking Celebrating the Soaps for more bold and the beautiful spoilers and news. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton is about to be thrown into an emotional whirlwind that will shake the very foundation of his world. For years, Carter has been the steady hand, the moral compass, and the quietly loyal friend to those around him. He has worn many hats at Forrester Creations, legal counsel, officiant of countless weddings, and even a hopeless romantic caught in the storm of affairs and betrayals. But now, Carter is about to face something far more personal, something that threatens to unearth buried pain and ignite a heartbreak so profound that it may leave him questioning everything and everyone around him. It all begins when Carter starts to notice subtle changes at Forrester Creations, changes that don't quite add up. He's used to the whispers, the fashion drama, and the high-octane emotions that come with working in a place like this. But lately, it's not just business that's off, it's the people. More specifically, it's Katie Logan, the woman he's been building a slow-burning but intense relationship with, the woman who promised him honesty, respect, and a future unclouded by the shadows of her past. At first, Carter shrugs off his suspicions. Maybe Katie has been stressed. Maybe Bill is meddling again. Maybe Brooke has pulled her into yet another Logan family dilemma. But then, Carter overhears a conversation that makes his heart stop. He walks into the tail end of a hushed exchange between Katie and Bill, one filled with words like "our secret," "not now," and "he can never know." The expression on Katie's face isn't just worried, it's guilt-ridden. It's the kind of expression Carter has seen too many times before, the kind that comes right before everything shatters. Carter tries to play it cool, but the seed of doubt has been planted. His mind races with questions. What secret could Katie be keeping? Why involve Bill Spencer, the man who has caused Katie more heartache than most? He wants to believe that it's nothing, that Katie wouldn't betray him. But trust, once fractured, becomes brittle. Carter starts watching Katie more closely, picking up on her evasiveness, her reluctance to make plans, her increasing absences. The more he sees, the more he feels like a stranger in his own relationship. And the irony isn't lost on him. After all the weddings he's officiated, after all the vows he's witnessed others break, He thought maybe, just maybe, he had finally found something real, something unshakable. Then the truth comes out, but not from Katie. In a twist worthy of the most dramatic Forrester family gatherings, Carter learns the secret from someone entirely unexpected, Donna Logan. Donna, who has always had a soft spot for Carter and a sharper eye than most, stumbles upon something she wasn't supposed to see: a paternity test tucked away in Bill Spencer's office. She doesn't know who it belongs to at first, but a few days later, she pieces it together when she sees Katie and Bill whispering again. The test isn't old. It's recent, and the child in question, Will Spencer. It turns out, the long-standing assumption that Bill is Will's father may not be so solid after all. Donna, torn between family loyalty and her sense of justice, decides Carter has a right to know. The confrontation between Carter and Katie is explosive. He doesn't yell. He doesn't accuse. Instead, he's calm, almost too calm. And that's what scares Katie the most. She knows that Carter isn't the kind of man who explodes in anger. He implodes. He feels deeply, and he hurts violently. When Carter presents the paternity test, Katie's face pales. The secret she's been hiding for so long is now laid bare. Yes, she tells him, it's true. Years ago, during a rough patch with Bill, she sought comfort elsewhere. A one-night mistake, she calls it. Something that meant nothing at the time, but turned into a lifetime of consequences. And yes, she confirms, there was always a chance that Will wasn't Bill's biological son, but she kept it buried. She didn't want to upend Will's world. She didn't want to give Bill another reason to spiral. And more than anything, she didn't want Carter, this man she had grown to love, to see her as damaged goods. Carter listens in silence, every word feeling like a dagger to the heart. It's not just the betrayal. It's the fact that Katie didn't trust him enough to tell him the truth. After everything they had shared, after all the promises whispered in quiet moments, she still kept him in the dark. The heartbreak is real, raw, and immediate. Carter walks away, not out of rage, but because he needs to breathe. Because in that moment, the walls are closing in, and the ground beneath his feet no longer feels steady. But the story doesn't end there. As Carter retreats to find solace, he finds himself questioning his own identity. Who is he outside of Forrester Creations? Outside of the roles he's always played for others? For too long, Carter has been the reliable one, the fixer, the man who helps others clean up their messes. But now, in the wreckage of his own heart, he wonders who will be there to catch him. He reconnects with old friends, even makes a trip out of town to clear his mind. In a surprising turn, he runs into Zoe Buckingham. Their history is complicated, riddled with betrayal and missed opportunities. But in this new context, there's a maturity to their interaction. Zoe, now living a quieter life, expresses genuine regret for how things ended. She doesn't try to rekindle anything, but she offers Carter something he hasn't had in weeks: understanding. Meanwhile, back in Los Angeles, Katie is unraveling. She never intended to hurt Carter. She thought she was protecting everyone. But now she sees that in trying to control the narrative, she robbed Carter of his right to choose. And Bill? He's furious, not because he might not be Will's biological father, but because he was blindsided. For all his bravado and arrogance, Bill does love his son. The idea of someone else being Will's father shakes him to his core. He demands a second test. This time, he wants no secrets, no buried truths, just answers. The results come in. Will is not Bill Spencer's biological son. The news sends shockwaves through the Spencer and Logan families. Ridge, always ready to throw jabs at Bill, uses it as ammunition. Brooke tries to play peacemaker but struggles as the family dynamic fractures under the weight of this revelation. And through it all, Carter remains distant, watching from the periphery as the chaos unfolds. He doesn't want revenge. He doesn't want drama. He just wants peace. And maybe, just maybe, he finds a glimpse of it when he returns to LA weeks later. not to pick up where he left off, but to start anew. There's a quiet strength in Carter now, a man who has faced the storm and survived. He begins working with a new foundation focused on helping children find their identity and voice, inspired in part by Will's situation. He's channeling his pain into purpose, and as he does, a new woman enters the picture. Not a Logan, not someone tied to Forrester drama. Just a real, grounded woman who sees Carter for who he is, not what he's lost. Still, the road ahead isn't easy. Katie isn't done fighting. She knows she made mistakes, but she believes that love, real love, is worth salvaging. She starts showing up for Carter, not with grand gestures, but with honesty. She goes to therapy, opens up to her family, and even encourages Will to build a relationship with his biological father, whose identity has yet to be revealed. That mystery is still unfolding, with fans speculating everything from a past affair with Thorne Forrester to a shocking connection with someone from Katie's college days. For now, Carter remains guarded, but there's hope. Hope that in the ashes of betrayal, something new can rise. A stronger version of Carter Walton. A man who knows his worth. A man who has finally found his voice, not as a lawyer, not as a lover, but as a man who deserves the truth. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to weave its web of love, lies, and redemption, and Carter's journey is far from over. This is only the beginning of a chapter that promises heartbreak, healing, and perhaps a second chance at happiness. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our United News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.